I'm going to talk about the API right here in your menu. So what this allows you does, it allows you to monitor your APIs as far as if you need to edit them or rerun them or look at the status of them, or anything that has to do with the APIs that you've already ran. So it's not just so much a history. It's a history that allows you to modify them. Okay, so if I go home, click on APIs here, I can see the list of APIs that I've already ran. I can see, for an example, this one has authentication. It has a headers here that's been passed through, and there's no body, even though it's a post. But what it's doing, it's passing in the headers as the body information. So if I hit run this API, I get the information again based off of what I knew before. But a good example would be if I knew an API was failing. For an example, test people. Now this isn't going to fail, but if I run this, then this takes a little bit longer because it's a lot of data that comes back. Then I can actually see the results that come back from it. Pause. Okay. Unpause. So now we can see the results that came back. See how huge this file is? It's got very big. We can also see the message size that came back. I can see my response and click Beautify. And again, one way you would do that is if your data changed or if you had errors, that's why you'd want to do that. Now, if we go back up here to the post, there's other things we can do. We'll talk about threat protection, but we can see where it's scheduled. So this is scheduled to run on every 10 minutes. I can modify this schedule, or I can create a new one if I wanted to, or turn this one off and delete it. Now, there's alarms. I'm going to do another video for alarms, but I can set alarms for this API here, and I can set alarms maintenance. But I could also view history. This is everything that ran. If I look, I see everything's 200. I see the duration, when it was run at. This ApiStrong means it was ran through API application. This little icon means it was ran through the scheduler. We also have another one that you'll see later on when we start talking about threat protection. We'll do a video for threat protection where you will see that icon. Well, let me just show you. It looks like this. Well, I don't see it. Anyway, it's a little arrow that goes through. Okay, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. But we're seeing that if I go history, and let's say this one did fail, then let's pick one that was done by schedule. I can click on this, and I can now get the statistics based off of, the results that were ran. I can click on the results. I can see here, again, the same thing. I can click on this one and get its statistics, which is really great because I don't even have to leave the page for this. So I can click on this one and get its statistics. And then again, if there was any alerts that was set off, I can view it from here. Now, for an example, this default policy picked up 90 hits off of 401, which of course is a security issue. So if I click on this, I can see, and again, I'll do another video for alerting, but the alerting is pretty straightforward. I want you to alert on all these status codes right here. So now if I go back and look, and then again at threat protection, we'll do another video for that. This was the icon I was looking for. Here, I can see that this was ran through, not using ApiStrong, but using like through a developer or so forth. We'll talk about that again in threat protection. But I get to see the threat protection results based off of this one screen. Now, the big question is, how do I get here? Most of this is also in your reports, but we started with our APIs. If you wanted to edit the API, you could do that as well. So if I want to change the name, so forth, I can do that from here. And then if I wanted to just delete the API, which in this case I can come in here and delete my people API, I'm okay with that. I can hit delete, and now it is gone. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out to us and let us know.